morning, everybody. It is the start of my cruise. We left super late last night and we were currently just in the middle of the ocean. We had left earlier than when the cruise was going to leave. We took an early flight Saturday and just spent the day in Fort Lauderdale. We had a really nice pool day where I, sipped drinks and listened to an audiobook. I started listening to Meet Cute. I only made it through one story before I turned it off. It was just a lot of noise happening and I couldn't quite hear the story, and it was preventing me from really enjoying it was preventing me enjoying what I was listening to, so we took a break from that. But it was a really nice pool day. The second day, Sunday, we had spent the entire day in Fort Lauderdale still. We weren't allowed to board the ship until about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And so we took a ride on a water taxi and went down an hour on this, waterway. I was going to say a river, but I think it was just an outlet to the ocean. Had some lunch at a really nice place and then took the ride back. It was really nice. It was really nice and sunny. It was lovely. And as you can see, I've already started getting a sunburn. I didn't think to put on any sunscreen yesterday. I made sure to put some on the first day, but I didn't do it the second day. And I have consequences. And when we finally made it onto the boat, we had dinner and just, saw a show, enjoyed ourselves. It was very low key. Now today is a sea day. We don't have any ports, so it's really just a do what you want sort of day. As you can see, I'm in my bathing suit and I plan on spending the majority of my time by the pool today. There's some cool things to participate in. My husband was saying that there's a clue thing happening later on in the afternoon. I might join him in that. That sounds fun. But before I head down to breakfast, here is a tour of my room. So walking towards the door, this is the main door, and you turn around and that is the room. It's very small. Most of the rooms here have a bathroom off to the right, and as you can see, I've destroyed this bathroom already. My bad. It's a very small bathroom. Bit of a closet. Fun fact, last time I was on a cruise, I forgot that occasionally I sleepwalk when I'm stressed out. And I had slept-walked one night into this bathroom and I woke up to the door closed and the lights off. It was like waking up in a coffin. Not something I would recommend. And we turn over here and the bed is here. Obviously that's my side because that's where the books are, and that's my husband's side. Storage space, more storage space. And that's where I unpacked all of our stuff. This is a very small room. It's they call it something. It's inside room, and so obviously there's no windows here. We don't necessarily mind that. We only use this room to sleep. But yeah, that's pretty much it for now. In my bathing suit, I got my hat because I'm trying to avoid burning on my face. I don't mind peeling on my shoulders, I just don't want to peel on my face. And I have the audiobook on my phone that I'm bringing. And as in physical books, I'm bringing Sink and Ocean at the End of the Lane. I figured while we're out to sea, I can probably take advantage of a really nice horizon as a background for these photos, because obviously I want to try to take some Bookstagram photos this week. But I guess I'll check in with you guys later. Your girl is hungry, so I'm gonna go get some breakfast. Hello everybody, I'm back in the room. It looks like housekeeping's been here. I have a little friend now. He's so cute. That's the thing that they do here. Every turn down service or turn up service, they give you a little towel animal, which is very cute. But I came inside because I was outside for 3 hours. I really need to spare my skin. I'm not... Can you even see that? It's not very... Ugh. It's really red. I had a pretty decent breakfast. It was really nice. And then I had a really nice view while I was eating breakfast. And then I went out by the pool on the Lido deck and just read and hung out there for 3 hours. While I was on the Lido deck, I did actually get some reading done. I'm about 50 pages in of this. It's okay so far. It definitely has smacks of The Little Mermaid to it. The princess, she gets her soulmate, at least according to the ocean and what their culture says is the ocean's decision, which is a boy, and she's brought him down and now she doesn't know what to do with him. She's trying to hide him so he doesn't lose his life, because that's pretty much what happens once they put a baby in you. It's really messed up. I'm not really explaining it all that well at the moment. Basically, the culture is you sing a song, you put them in a trance, you bring them down, you kiss them, and when you kiss them, the humans get like gills, which makes them like live underwater for a little while. And in this trance, they procreate with you. I don't really like this part of the storyline, just it's acts of rape and like, ugh. The mermaids don't necessarily have a choice either. They're also in this semi-trance, but at least they're aware of what's happening. And I'm at the 50-page mark where she finally gets her soulmate. I think I've explained it a little better now, the second time around. And then I did read for a while, and then I had to put the book down because I felt my back getting really hot and I wanted to like lay down to avoid my back. So I couldn't comfortably hold the book. And of course I forgot my headphones, so I couldn't listen to an audiobook while I was laying down. But it was like a nice, relaxing moment. And before we left the Lido deck, my husband had joined this mixology contest that was happening on the Lido deck. He was chosen to like judge the thing. Like they picked, I was gonna say patrons, but the people who are on the cruise as guests. They make up a drink and then they pick other guests to judge those drinks. My husband was chosen as a judge. And after that, everyone that I'm with, my in-laws and my husband, they kind of like left the Lido deck. So I finished my drink and then came inside. I did some exploring, not a whole lot. I think I want to try to explore some more today, really get the layout of the ship. But before I say goodbye, here's my bathing suit that I talked about in my TBR that I wasn't necessarily, all that confident in wearing. But I got a lot of compliments on it today. Here it is in all its glory. It is a really cute suit. There are a few elements to the suit that make me feel a little less confident in, but it's a really cute suit. And as I'm strutting through the Lido deck, that's when I really get that confidence back. I would like to get at least one picture in this suit. But yeah, I guess this is where I'll end things for now and check in with you guys later. Hi everybody, so I am back. It is day 2 of the cruise. I didn't check back in after I last vlogged. I had decided to go to the gym, do a quick little workout, and then when I came back, my husband was back in the room and we kind of like napped until dinner time. So kind of like, that was the toilet. We had a couple hours to kill and we didn't really feel like doing anything, so we kind of rested after our pool day. It was an elegant night. On this cruise there's 2 formal nights, and the first formal night was last night, and so we all got all gussied up and real pretty. We got some photos done. We only went to 1 floor, and I think for the second formal night we're gonna go downstairs to see if there's other like picture opportunities. And that's it. Oh no, I lie. After we got all gussied up for dinner, we came back, changed our clothes, and then went out to see a comedy show. The person we saw was Kim Harrison. I thought she was hilarious. She was really funny. Then afterwards, we walked back, saw a live band, danced a little, had a great time, and then we came back and went to bed. We went to bed pretty early because we knew today was going to be a port day. Today we went to, I'm trying to think of the name of the place, Half Moon Cay. Of course, I don't actually have any paperwork that says where we are right now. We are at Half Moon Cay, which is the private island owned by Carnival in the Bahamas. It's a port day from super early in the morning till about 8, and the last tender back to the ship is 3 o'clock. Because the water is so shallow, we had to take a shuttle to the beach. It was a really nice, like, low-key beach day. I actually had brought a different book. I had brought Acting as a Business. I wanted to take at least one bookstagram photo while I was out there, and so I took a book that I hadn't taken a picture yet. So I did some reading. So far, it's all stuff that I knew already. And then we went swimming. This beach was amazing. The sand was so soft, the water was so clear, the weather was just beautiful. So we were out there for a couple hours before we went to the barbecue that they had going. Came back, hung out for a tiny bit more, not much, and then we came back in. We took the shuttle to come back. The port itself isn't a whole lot. Yeah, it's mostly the beach, and then there's this water park area, and then there's like this marketplace where you can buy like knickknacks and stuff if you wanted to. We didn't really, and so we didn't buy anything. The only thing we bought was this. This had a Miami Vice in it, and the reason why I bought this because the guy was there, and I figured the size of it, my husband and I could share. Oh, and the sun is getting a little bit much for me, so once I got there, I had to wear this t-shirt just to protect my back a little bit. My sunburn is getting a little too bad at this point. So yeah, so we're back. We went through security, and now we're back on board. And that's pretty much it. We're just gonna have another low-key afternoon, and then we're gonna go to dinner again. Like, dinner is always like a sit-down formal affair, just not as elegant as last night. But before I let you guys go, we got a new animal friend. I think this is a bear. I'll check it back in with you guys later. Bye. Okay, so now I've changed out of my wet clothes, and Jack and I had spent some time out on the floor. He had wanted to do some trivia games. The first one we did was a the first one we did was the slogans trivia game, and then we did categories. I had more fun during the categories one. I don't necessarily care for the trivia games. And then we did the superheroes trivia game, where he was really into that because he's really into graphic novels. It was more like DC and Marvel. I'm not super familiar with those worlds, so I think I only knew like the most obvious questions. Right now he's still down there playing Guess Who. He loves these type of games. I was done after the second one, but he's gonna have fun. I'm here back in the room, and I got 2 hours before dinner, so I think I'm gonna start steaming one of my dresses for dinner, and then just start getting ready. I think I might have an audiobook playing while I do that. Okay, it's Wednesday. I'm about to eat breakfast, and look what I found. I found this cute little ducky. I guess someone from Springdale, Arkansas is doing this little thing where they hide it, and then if you find it, you have to hide it. So I think I'm about to eat breakfast, but I think I'm gonna hide it over by Flavortown. There's a guy's burger joint right here, and the rules are hide it in a public place. No pools and no stores. And I think I'm gonna hide this by a surfboard over at the Flavortown. Hey everybody, I'm back in my room. While I was at breakfast, I was staring down at this duck, hoping someone would take it. Gave up, went to the bathroom, and when I came back, the duck was gone. So I'm a little sad that I don't know who took the duck, but the duck was taken. I kind of hope I find it again. That was really cute. Whoever came up with the idea, spot on. I love that idea. Because it is a new day, we have a new friend. We have, my bed's a mess, okay? Just ignore that. We have a little friend today. It is a dinosaur. Trying to get a good look at this guy. So cute. Yeah, so yesterday I didn't really end the day or whatever. I did listen to an audiobook for a tiny bit while I was steaming my dress. Steaming that thing took forever, but I made it through the majority of one little story in Meet Cute until my husband came into the room, and then I kind of I put it on pause because I couldn't listen to it on headphones. I had to keep my phone charging, so I had to pause it when he came back in. We went to dinner. We got all dressed up and fancy. Not as fancy as Elegant Night, but we got all dressed up and fancy. First night was more of a 1920s look. Last night for me was more of a 50s look. Tonight I'm going for a really cool 80s look. I'm wearing a pink suit, and I'm gonna ask my mother-in-law to braid my hair back. I'm really looking forward to how the suit is gonna look like. And then after dinner, we each chose an activity. He wanted to go to the Hasbro game show, and we went to watch that. It was a stage show that was a game show. It was like one of those combination things. It was really cute. It gave the illusion that we were on a TV set. Then afterwards, it was my choice, and I wanted to listen to some live music, and so we went to one of the pubs on the ship, and they had a really nice woman playing on her guitar, and we listened to that maybe about 30 minutes to an hour, and then we decided to call it a night and came back. I was going to say came home, but this isn't necessarily home now, is it? And today was pretty low-key. Like I said earlier, I went to get breakfast, got super excited over a little rubber ducky. And then Jack and I hung out in the hotel room for a little while. I was getting really seasick. We hit some choppy waters going into Grand Turk. So I was getting seasick, so I took some Dramamine, lay down for a while, and then we arrived to port. Grand Turk was a little underwhelming. It was definitely supposed to be one of those beach days. If you wanted a beach day, we didn't want one. Our sunburns are finally starting to heal. Our sunburns got so bad that even wearing shirts was really irritating to wear. And also we were getting heat hives. So we decided not to like stay out in our bathing suits today. We're gonna try to stay out of the sun as much as we can. And so when we hit port, we decided to just check out all the shops, see if we can get a little something, like a little souvenir, get a drink, and then just come back. We weren't out on port for very long. I think we were maybe out there for an hour. There wasn't a whole lot to do. While we were exploring, I did see this really cool like space thing. I guess Mercury 7 was one of the first flights into space, and that was the first flight that had astronauts into space. And for the first flight, it actually landed pretty close to Grand Turk, which is why they had this space display out. That was really cool to look at. But here are the stuff that we bought today. My husband bought one of those like funky like braided bracelets. He likes those things. And I kept my spending to a minimum. I got 2 of these like little rum cakes. This is the original Tortuga rum cake. And then I also got a coconut one. And for my little souvenir, I just got a magnet. My family, we always get magnets whenever we go someplace. It's a really cheap souvenir, and it's not a knick-knack that gets in the way. And this was the magnet we got. Ooh, I almost dropped it. This was the magnet we got. It says Grand Turk, Turks, and Caicos. Grand Turk is one of the island of a set of islands called the Turks and Caicos. I really hope I'm pronouncing that right. I don't think I am, but I tried. Earlier today, there was a t-shirt sale on the boats. We ended up getting t-shirts because we are burning real bad. We wanted to get shirts that we didn't care about ruining. I did wear my husband's shirt yesterday, but there's a salt stain on the back, and I hope I can wash that out. Otherwise, I'm going to feel really bad, and I'm going to have to replace it. So we each got shirts that we just don't care if we stain with salt. I got this one. It's a mint green Grand Turk touristy sort of shirt. Like one of those shirts that who gives a damn if you actually stain. All right, that's it for now, I guess. Because we're back from Grand Turk, we're going to get lunch on the ship. We didn't see the point in paying for lunch on the island since we get free food here. So we're back. I think my husband's almost done with his shower. We're going to go get some lunch, and I guess I'll check in with you guys later. All right, so I'm back in the room. I'm going to start getting ready for dinner. After lunch, my husband and I, we decided to join in on the trivia and the games downstairs. Again, like I said, we did not want to be outside. I was really tired and I didn't think I was going to join him, but I didn't want to take a nap either. So I joined him, and the trivia games were hosted by the same person as yesterday, which we won too. And when you win one of the trivia games, you win a genuine piece of ship on a stick. So yay, we got a lovely glorified piece of ship. We did win another one of these things, but we gave it to the second place winner because we didn't even need one, let alone 2. The best part was the live action Sorry game. They had pulled out this live action. You know how with chess games or checkers you can like stand in as the pieces on this like life-size board? Carnival has like a life-size sort of Sorry board. It's not massive, it's not giant, it's really just a strip of mats, and then you like play as the pawns, and it was a really quick game. It lasted within the allotted time period of like 30 minutes. We did not win that, but that was a lot of fun. I enjoyed that a lot. I like standing in as game pieces. Like every time I see a chess game like that or a chessboard like that, I have to like stand in. It's really cool. I enjoyed myself. Jack is still downstairs playing charades. It's closer to 4 o'clock. I still need a shower and steam my suit, so I let him be while I go and be responsible. But I guess it's ta-ta for now. I'll check in with you guys later.